What's up, fellow journeyers? The day is here. It is time to show you our new home.
The Grand Design 414 LJMJ. Yes. We are so excited to show you around our home. Come on inside, let's take a tour. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Wow. Where do you even start in here? This layout deceptively has a lot of storage. Can't RV without an Instant Pot. I know for us, that's like a huge one, is where does the Instant Pot go? So we've created not one, but two large deep drawers. Something cool. I was like, there really needs to be a cutting board. We've created a pull-out cutting board, and this can be removed to wash, and then you can put back. So a hidden cutting board there. So here is something that Grand Design is already incorporating, is this spice rack. I love this. When you're cooking, it's always nice to be able just to reach up above you, use your spices, and then put them back. This is another feature I am so pumped to use, is this inset sink dishwasher. So let's open it up here. I'm excited to put some dishes in here and actually let our daughter know that a dishwasher exists. She doesn't know yet, and that's the one thing I'm excited to tell her, because she said she's going to be an engineer and create a robot to do that, so she's going to be pumped. This backsplash is one of my favorites. Love this. I think it makes it feel like residential and high-end. There's more storage over here, so we've got more drawers.
Trash cans moved under here instead of over here, where it would have taken up two of these drawers. Really, this couldn't even be a drawer. So now we're getting use out of that space for a trash can, which is awesome.
Yeah. We've also got some other storage here. These really long drawers for pantry storage. Would you even think to consider that there is all this storage? Yeah, that keeps going. Wow. Check out that drawer. Come on. Look at all that. I wanted to just try out some chairs first before we doubled the dinette. I like the openness. It kind of makes it feel a little bit bigger in here. You can turn these around so that, I know too, you can be in on the conversation. We've already been using those a lot, because if you're needing extra seating on the couch, you're kind of in on that conversation. You can turn and watch the TV, and it's that added extra texture. I feel like it gives a little more depth in a room, gives some texture feel. Moving into the living room, this is our baby here. We've been so excited. We worked with Apex on creating this custom furniture. Our vision was we wanted a place that we could really just spend time together as a family or host. Here's what all this couch does. It doesn't look like it does much, right? But look, it's like a Swiss Army knife. So these can be moved, which is nice to have ottomans, because you can lounge with them, turn them over, and it's a flat surface if you need to use it like a coffee table. Also, again, extra seats when you just need extra seats around.
And we listened. We had a video. We said, hey, recliners or no recliners? Well, here's what we did.
The census was recliners.
Which
we are so excited about. This is a double recliner. This Ultra Leather by Apex is, I'm telling you guys, this is buttery soft, and it's got like a 10-year warranty on it. So this ain't going nowhere, and it is not gonna peel or crack. I think that's my favorite part, is how soft this furniture is. I love this because as a family, we can all lounge together. It makes this huge lounge spot for all of us and our kids to cuddle with us and watch a movie, which was really such a special feature to us. And I love how this turned out. It is so cool. And then again, you can use it as a sleeping space, or we can fill in this extra gap with the ottomans. And look at that.
We took all the speakers out of the ceiling, put in a Sonos voice activated soundbar, so you can activate this with Google or Alexa. But the main thing we got it for was just to connect it to the TV. So a lot of your Solitudes, I know at least they're starting to roll out with this, but this is a mantle and it's got hidden storage inside the mantle. You know, you can store extra things in here, remotes. If you're always looking for the remote, you just put it inside the mantle, and then the mantle goes back like this, and it's got a little clip thing here where you can latch that down.
But he didn't mention how beautiful this wall is. This is like a tambourine wall, and it's, you know, it's modern, but it's sleek, but it's also very homey. And it's just a really cool focal piece in the RV.
One thing we did that I think is different, we think it's different, we love it. Instead of just having an open space through the entire area like we've seen a lot, this one does have an open space, but then these have got like double shelving. So you can actually like arrange things better and have better storage areas. We've really tried to pay attention in here to living in an RV for so long, like everyday use of where are we sticking things. And I constantly found myself just putting something on the bottom and having a giant gap at the top, or stuff sliding around because there's not...
In transport, because it's like...
Yes, in transport. So now we have separation between these, and that keeps things from sliding so much. Not just about how much storage you have, but almost about how strategic is that storage and how well is that storage thought through so that it's in the right place and used in the right way.
So now we're going to show you one of the biggest highlights of the RV, if not the biggest, because we built the whole rig around this portion of the RV. You get this incredible deck. I have always wanted a deck. We didn't want to change over to a toy hauler because we don't have any toys that we want to haul around with us. How can we create a space that gives us the living space indoors, but also this incredible living space outdoors, which is what we really wanted with this space.
Now, one of the things that excites me the most about this, and this was actually unexpected, we knew we'd have more deck area to like put out chairs, maybe even a small propane campfire, hang out with friends. But because the deck is, you know, almost 12 feet long, we got to have an outdoor kitchen that we did not expect. Like, this outdoor space is not what you usually see on a side deck.
We've got TV, got this huge grill out here.
22 inch, I think, on this one.
Yes. We were able to build this weatherproofing cabinetry. All this is weatherproofed, all the walls, all the trim. We also got tons of great storage. A trash can, and this is a really cool feature where you can have your cutting board and slide things into your trash can. So we have a sink right here, a cutting board topper on it, more cabinetry, more storage, and an extra fridge. I think our vision for having a deck is we really just wanted a place that extended our living space. So we have extra square footage out here, a place to entertain friends, have a cup of coffee and enjoy the scenery, or our kids can come out here and play, and it just gets us off the ground. It's a flow, it's an extension out of our RV, so we just kind of flow in and out of the RV, and you're kind of elevated on a deck. So if you are at a beautiful area where you got sunset views or the ocean, then you're kind of just elevated a little bit where you can see that instead of being down, being blocked, you know, being blocked in your scenery, you're kind of lifted up a little bit, which is really nice with the deck.
One of the things we got a lot of feedback on, asked questions about, is side deck versus rear deck. And we debated doing a rear deck. The side deck ultimately won out. I think, like, if you look at your slide over here, yeah, this is 3 or 4 feet past the slide, but the odds that you're gonna get a side deck out, to me, are higher than the odds you're gonna get a rear deck out from what we see out in everyday RV world.
It doesn't matter where we are, home is where the heart is.
All right, just keeps going. Again, extra storage. I love that you can incorporate storage into the stairs. So we did that here. And here is bedroom number 2. We have 2 kids, so we wanted a place for our kids and we centered this around them, but we also wanted to keep this a spare room, a flex space, an office. Our kids love having a table to do their, you know, their schoolwork at or play. And I know a lot of people want a space as their office as well that they can sit down, but we also wanted it to function for our son to sleep. And we hated putting the bed up and down every day.
So here's what it does. This is like day mode where you're just hanging out in the day. The kids are doing schoolwork or arts and crafts, or maybe like the adults want to gather in the living room and kitchen and on the deck and hang out. And we're like, kids, go back there. Like, it's really good to have a place to do that. So this is like everyday move around mode. And in that mode, you know, you have access, again, full length drawers.
Those drawers
Keeps going.
are incredible.
So we have 2 of these full length drawers that go here. This is the dinette. So this idea came from the Lineage dinette. We loved how fast and easy it was to convert that dinette. So let's say you've got night mode. Maybe you've got 3 kids or 4 kids and you want to have an extra sleeping space, or a guest comes over, or maybe you have a pet or a dog that wants its own sleeping space or something like that. You can put this down, and then these come down.
I think that took you like 10 seconds.
No, it's so fast. It's ridiculous. And boom, you've got another sleeping space. This is what we'll use most of the time. Some of the feedback we got, it does have a lock. So we can lock it, take the key, and it doesn't operate. Or if you have the key in it, unlock it. So it comes down super fast. Whatever height we want it. And then this is JJ's bed. Now, if you have 2 people down here, you could bring it up a little bit, give them more headroom, split it halfway or whatever. But yeah, this is gonna be his space.
I know for us, we hate having a bed that we have to like put up and down and make. So for us, we really wanted it to be easy. We wanted it to be so fast, so easy to go from day mode, night mode, however they're using the space. We just wanted this a really flexible, easy space for people to use. And as you saw,
Isn't that ridiculous? I just put it
how
on.
fast. And as you can see, we incorporated the wood accent wall in here as well. And there's a TV back here. And we have another sleeping space on this side. Our daughter's really excited about this, or it's great storage as well. You've got all this for storage, all this for storage. This will be all the kids' storage here. So as you can see, there is lots of storage back here as well. Really large, deep drawers. Built-in shelving for extra storage as well. Our daughter likes to have like her books and, you know, all her things here by her bed. And we also have a second bath. There's another toilet because we fight over that quite often these days, and getting ready space and all that we've doubled now. And this is like our kids' little oasis back here. Even a full bath. This is a full bath back here, which is crazy that we can have 2 bedroom, 2 bath.
Now, along the way, we're showing you a lot of this that's new, and some of this you may see and be like, I'm not sure about that. Or maybe you see something you say, wow, I love that. Or maybe you see something you say, you know what? I absolutely hate that. And this is why. Let us know all those things, because we're still taking feedback, we're still iterating, and we still definitely want to know from you, what could we have done better, or maybe what we could still change in this RV.
I am pumped to have a bathtub.
I've never seen so much gold in my life. All this gold.
I'm maybe on a gold kick right now. Gold is back, all right?
Look at on here too.
I
yeah.
know.
More gold.
Well, you have to stick. You can't
Well, yeah, you gotta commit.
You gotta commit, and I
didn't know
committed.
they made corner storage things that are gold, but we found them.
Gold is back, Nathan. It is in. I should have done what my mom. My mom has a gold swan. Should have done a gold swan. Leave that in the comments. Say, get a gold swan. Honestly, this is like, oh, I'm so excited. This is just, I literally could cry. Like, I'm so excited to have a bathtub. And I told you we were going to try to kick our kids out of our space, but they're already talking about who's getting in the bath and at what time and who goes first. So I think we're all really excited about this bathtub. We have this accessory holder here for like all your hair accessories that can fit in here and stay warm, because that's the biggest thing. I get ready and then we pack up to leave for the RV, and I'm like, where do I put this hot curling iron now? We incorporated more storage above the toilet here, so we've got extra storage up here. Something I saw in an RV one time was this pass-through hamper, and I'm like, I would love a pass-through hamper. So on this side, you have your hamper here. Coming into the bedroom, this is a hidden feature that opens up, and it is the hamper from the bathroom. And then it just is hidden in the wall. We incorporated our own little accent wall here. We also had Apex make the headboard that matches the couch fabric, so we incorporated that into the bedroom. We added some like sconces here to give it that warm. Turn off the lights, Nathan. I love those added. And it just gives it, even those gold lights give it that like orangey, homey feel in here with the fireplace. we were like, how can we make this work? One, I wanted the feel of it, and two, just for that extra heat.
So to get the fireplace in, we had to lose all the drawers pretty much, or lift this up. And we really wanted to lift it up anyways, because if you want to see the fireplace from the bed, you need to have the fireplace up a little bit higher. So we lifted all this up because I also use this as my office. If you notice, almost every room has like 10 different functions. But I can use this as my workspace. And probably my number one favorite thing about the bedroom, honestly, is this window. By raising this up, we also needed to raise the window up, and now I'm looking out into nature instead of staring at a 32-inch TV right in front of my face. So notice I said 32-inch TV is what was in here. We actually figured out how to do all of this and still have a bigger TV than was already in here before. So,
look at that.
So this is a, I believe, 40-inch TV now that we managed to tuck in behind the fireplace. And so we got all those things and then still got an actually bigger TV into the room if we want it through the Televator behind the fireplace. Like, that's pretty awesome. Even in your current RV, you can take some of these concepts we're talking about and possibly nothing more than you take your TV down, buy a bigger blind. I would start with a projector, find the projector, check the distance on it and what it's gonna project as, and then buy the battery operated projector, slap it up here, boom. You got a projector in your room. You no longer have a TV that sits there all the time. You let in more light. You can get a lot of wins just doing some of these modifications, maybe even in your current RV.
You may have noticed the closet doors. I loved bringing in that old style with the new. If I had to describe my like style taste, it's kind of like a modern farmhouse. So it's not like country farmhouse, even though I sound super country, it's like a modern farmhouse. So I think this brought in a lot of, again, that wood that's not overwhelming, but it still gives some texture, but it brings in the old and the new. We also have our washer and dryer in here. We went and did this combo unit again. I love how fast it washes and dries all in one. And again, that's what was so cool about the hamper in here, is because this is where we do laundry. So it's just, how can we make life in an RV easier, faster, more efficient? So now I can, at a touch of a button, open up, grab my clothes that were thrown from the dirty clothes into the bathroom, and then do laundry here in the bedroom.
And just as a preview, the washer and dryer is pre-installed in here. It was actually in this unit while it was weighed. We're gonna reveal all the weights of this next video. We're gonna be towing the RV for the first time. I will say it was shocking. It was a little bit shocking on the overall weight of this, but it's coming.
And then we took this dead space that was here because we really, again, thinking through life, where do we store our broom? Where do we store our mop? And this was all dead space, and we thought made a great broom closet that we'll be able to hang our broom and mop in here out of the way.
This space, you know, our 378, we have an outdoor kitchen, which we don't need anymore because it's now on the deck. This is still a large space. This is just the beginning of the storage of what we have coming. Motion sensor lights throughout, and you can actually have this, what I'm about to show you, installed as an option from the factory, from Grand Design. And it could save you a lot of hassle. At the front of the RV, to me, this is just a very large open space you can store stuff in, which is awesome. But if you shift to the left just a little bit, you have two 400 amp hour batteries installed by Future Solutions for 800 amp hours of battery life. Well, where's all the gear? Where's all the inverters and the solar controllers and the wiring? So they put it all on one tray right here. So there's a lever on each side that releases this. And then this hydraulics down, and check this out. Everything is on a one tray in one place and installed by the factory on here. Because there's like, I think 1,320 watts of solar on the roof. Comes with this whole package too. We added lights here. A lot of RVs don't have these lights everywhere. We've got those to keep your head as much. And then the power reel got moved right here. But let me start, don't look too much. I want to show you what I'm most excited about back here. Look at this. 90-inch tray that comes out.
You're probably thinking, wow, you guys talk a lot about storage. Aren't you less junk, more journey? And we always say, hence the name, less junk, more journey, not no junk. We still have a little junk. I wouldn't call it junk. It's not junk.
Yeah, when we have, when it's your stuff, it's not junk, right? It's our treasures. But somebody else, it might be junk. But yes,
but there are still things when you're living full time, and this is all you own and all you have. It's like really nice to have that extra space so things aren't overweight or overflowing. So this is our way of never being those two things.
So two other spaces we have where you can store more junk. You can store more stuff on the outside. Obviously, I showed you that space up front, but you still have this one that picks up, and you still got all this on the side right down here. And then over here, I had a vision. Probably won't happen because I can't cook.
Better happen.
I can't look at me with a straight face. Did you always love smoking meat, or like?
No, I used to be like you.
Now you're a real man. We'll see.
I was promised.
So over here, I'm hoping maybe this could be storage for some sort of a grill or grilling supplies or something grill related. Smoker. It could be stored in here and then brought out. And then this becomes sort of like a secondary outdoor area, so we don't have to take up our deck space up top. We could be grilling and smoking and handing things up and moving them from place to place is the vision for that. We got one comment from our past videos when we said, do we go 2-axle or 3-axle? Overwhelmingly, everybody's like, go 3 axles, beef it up. We want more cargo, and I'll reveal the cargo capacity of this next video. We want more room, we want more storage. We want all those things. Get the 3 axles, beef up the frame, and yes, we went 3 axles. 3 8K axles. That increased our cargo capacity significantly on here. Gives us more options as far as what we can do with the RV. Plus we have 3 axles instead of 2 axles. Thank you for joining us in the tour of our home, our new home. We are super excited. Well, if you want to check out another tour, almost 4 years ago to the day, where we also drove north and picked up an RV in the winter weather, we're gonna link to where we picked up our Solitude 378 MBS for the first time. That was so exciting, and we really love that RV as well. Well, thank you so much for taking this journey with us this week. Until next video, we'll catch you guys later.